This episode of the Trading Post Podcast is brought to you by the Michigan Renaissance Festival, happening weekends of August 16th through September 28th in Holly, Michigan. Step into the 16th century village of Holly Grove, where you'll find 17 stages packed with musicians, magicians, jugglers, and full contact armor jousting. Explore over 100 artisan booths for unique handcrafted treasures, and enjoy a wide variety of food from classic turkey legs to pub fare and international dishes. Each week features a different theme like Pirates and Pups, Highland Fling, and Viking Invasion, so there's always something new to experience. Don't miss the new House of Dragons pub, high-flying rides, and the enchanting Mermaid Barbie this year. For tickets and all the details, just tap the Michigan Renaissance Festival link in my Linktree at linktree/TraderStew. Join the revelry thanks to the Michigan Renaissance Festival for supporting the Trading Post Podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Trading Post. I am your host, of course, Trader Stu, and a quick shout out to my sponsors, of course, the Michigan Renaissance Festival, Metro Trading Association, and PressX to Play Games. Appreciate your help and support here. And real quick, if the audio sounds funny, it's because I forgot my phone at home, and I generally record these through GarageBand and using a DJI mic. And I'm using my much more expensive microphone setup, but it's wired and I don't like it. I never record with this thing, and I guess I should, but I mean, it's a podcast setup. I mean, I got the foam and everything like that, and the AT220 plus microphone, condenser mic. It's probably going to sound awesome, but I don't know. I like the freedom of having the mic just clipped on me and go from there, but we'll see what happens. This even has a pop filter on this thing, so I've used it before. It's just, I feel like locked down, more podcasty than I am just like kind of sitting in my office and BSing with y'all. Anyway, I want to give you guys a quick update on what's going on. I think it's been a week since I've uploaded. I've been busy. In fact, so busy, in fact, that I forgot my phone at home. As like I said, my mind is not in anything else right now except for trying to spool up this Apollo AI agent thing that I bought. Actually, I should say that the company bought and I'm using. So I don't know if you remember, but I actually was trying to hire 7 sales reps. Actually, ideally 14, because I would like 2 in each area. And I have resulted in exactly zero. I've had 3 applications, 2 interviews, and that's it. They ghosted. No callback, no show, no follow-up, no nothing, right? This is the same response I get from all the business owners that I work with in Metro Trade. The nice thing with being in this company is that I get to know all the business owners in the area, and I get to hear all the complaints about how it is working out there, and they all say the same thing. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to show up for interviews. People are just applying, I think, for unemployment because you have to apply. I think it's 2 or 3 per week. I think you get to prove or something like that. With, in our case, Michigan Works, because I'm in Michigan. And so Michigan Works makes you prove that you applied to so many places to keep your unemployment rolling. And you don't get that much unemployment. I mean, not that long. I think a year. Anyway, I can't imagine what all these people are doing, like out there for money, or I don't understand it. Anyway, I digress. Everyone wants flexibility, and I provide it, like with the program that I thought I had set up perfect for it. But whatever. I'm not complaining. I am, but I'm not. I would prefer to have some help with all the things that I have to do around here and get more members in the areas that I don't live in. But at the same time, it also pushed me to try this AI agent thing. And although it's a lonelier game because I don't get to have office parties and Monday morning meetings and donuts and loud music because that's what I used to do back when I had a bunch of sales reps that worked for us back in 2013 and 2015 timeframe. Instead, I get to ramp up an AI agent and become the root of allegedly the issue of America. And after utilizing this, and I'll probably put on a list somewhere, I'm sure on a list already, but I'm definitely on a list now with this being out there. But I don't think that this whole layoff thing has anything to do with AI. I say that because it's a lot. It's a lot of ramp up. It's a lot of training. And I know that, of course, there's companies that are, we're small, real small business, but it's obviously much bigger than us. And it's just not that user friendly, man. It's not, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm in week 1 and already I'm pretty impressed with the replies and responses that I've had with my email campaigns. One thing that we've never done other than me doing it manually are email campaigns. And I am, of course, aware of how powerful they are. I sign up for them on Facebook. Let's just say to this morning, I'm a believer in it because I signed up to be a pledge on Kickstarter on that survivalist board game they hit the internet pretty hard there with marketing, and I bought it. I bought the VIP early package thing for $89 with all the add-ons, and got the promo deal and this and that and extra thing. And I'm excited for it to get it. I hope I get it because I've also done another one as a Kickstarter. It was an old credit card that you scan your credit cards into it, and then you can choose which credit card you want to use on the credit card itself. Like on a button, you push a button and the LCD would show up and tell you what credit card you're using. And unfortunately, it was too late to the game because everyone by that point in time had it on their cell phones. So it was obsolete. But anyway, I did end up getting it and I did get to use it. But too little, too late. Anyway, this is a board game, much different than technology, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I guess for me this time. Anyway, I am now uploading or doing all this stuff for the AI, working with the developer of ours. And we have a CRM that's proprietary to us. We don't use Zoho or Salesforce or any of those that I've used in the past, actually. And the big one that Apollo integrates with is HubSpot and Salesforce are the two big dogs that I guess they play with the best. And so anyway, I told the guy who runs our CRM what I'm doing, and he's on board, and we're helping each other get this launched up in our system. And that way other trading associations around the world that use his software can integrate their agents into it as well. So it talks to each other, very user-friendly in a way. So because what it does is it sends out the campaign, and then it sends out a sequence of 3 emails, and then it'll update the CRM on the emails that it's sent and copy and paste them in the notes section, and then also code it, cold, warm, not interested, or whatever. And I say that because the big problem with sales prospecting, and I myself am included here, I do better than most according to what I've been told, but I don't do the email campaign. I think I stop at 2 or 3, and then that's it, and it takes, they say, 6 or 7 touches. So Apollo is going to help me out with that. So I set up the emails in a way that I would talk. And so it is me. It's just, it customizes the email to the name or the business that it's sending the email to. It's pretty nice. And then it'll do an intro and then wait, I think 2 or 3 days, and then come back with a kind of like the sales pitch, and then wait 2 or 3 days and then send a follow-up like, okay, thanks for playing. This is not for you. And that's it. And it wraps it up. But you can also have it set up to go to LinkedIn and a couple other things. And the other thing is with this is that generally the reason why I get so many sales in my area that I can't get the same results for in other areas that we are in territories. So I'm in Southeast Michigan. So I'm in Metro Detroit, East Side, right by the water, right on Lake St. Clair. But I get a lot of sales around here because I get all the coupons. I get all the business cards on the cork boards and, whatever, all the campaigns that people put out. They're looking for business. Well, they're a candidate to be in our group, in our business to business barter, right? So what I don't get is that same input that into, let's just say, Flint or Toledo, which are the 2 other areas that we're really big in, that I can't get new members in that much because I don't live there. So the reason why I got Apollo is so that it'll comb for those warm leads and see who's looking for maybe chambers of commerce, BNIs or LBNs, Eventbrites. It can look for all of that stuff that people look for, right? Say, hey, I see that you've been looking for whatever, insert, the chamber or, Lineable, LinkedIn, and you're looking for a business, you should check us out because this is what we do. And then, you do hopefully they go to the website, of course, and apply. And so far, this is the first week I've actually got there's a lot of boot up, like I said, to this thing. And once the email was all onboarded, I already got one reply out of 20. And if you know anything about that kind of a game, that's 1 out of 5, right? No, 1 out of 20. Yeah. No, and then I got 4 opens. That's why I was thinking 1 out of 5. Anyway, that's good. That's good for an email campaign. So, it's going to do, once it ramps up, 40 a day, which I found 40 is kind of the sweet spot to where, well, I've always made 40 phone calls a day, or tried to with sales. That's a lot. But with 40 a day, that keeps you in the good boy program with Google and not getting spammed notifications that you're a spammer. So you just keep it reasonable. 40 a day is a lot. That's 200 a week, obviously. Well, actually, I guess this plays 7 days a week. So it's more than that. It's 2,000, or 280, I mean. So, and it sends all 3 without hiccup and on time, on schedule, without delay. So, and like I said, it takes 10 days to really try it because it waits 2 or 3 days between each email. So it's too early to tell how this is going, but really, I think it's very worth it. And, a couple of things I wanted to kind of get into if you're looking at doing something like this. And by the way, feel free. I don't sell this program. It's called Apollo. But if you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to reach out, and I'll give you my, 2 cents on it, or whatever, how I feel. And we'll go from there. But let's see where else I wanted to go with this one. So the one thing that business-to-business issues occur with is the follow-up, like I said. So with this, it can also prompt you to make a phone call. I'm still setting that part up yet. I don't know how to do that. And I think that might be an add-on. But if it's not, because it's an expensive add-on, the phone call part is pretty expensive. I think that alone is $150 a month. But if I can have it pimp me to make a phone call based upon the lead, that would be powerful. They say that, of course, a phone call is the most powerful thing you can do, and just follow up with the emails like, hey, do you get my email? Blah, blah, blah. We could really use somebody like you, this and that, and just do that, something like that. I mean, but that would narrow me down to where I'm not smoking 40 phone calls a day. I'm making maybe 1 or 2 a day, which is far more sustainable to do, as a living than 40 hits a day. It's a lot. So, and I would try and break that up too with business card follow-up, just emails. Most people ask you to email them anyways, and then follow up, or not even a phone call, or text, right? So that's the other thing I was talking to you about is texting. And I haven't gotten into that game yet, like cold texting. That's a bit different. Unless it's a business line, you can get yourself into a lot of trouble with spamming or cold calling personal numbers, from what I've heard. So that's one thing you got to watch out for with texting, I think. Anyways, and of course, I'm not aggressive. Like, hey, do you want to try this or not? Like, okay, cool. There's 300 other plumbers in your zip code. I'll get one of them to sign up, because we only do like 1 per area anyways. You know what I mean? So I'm a very low risk, low entrance to enter the game, or low price. So it's not a hard sell. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm very different, I think, than maybe most people utilizing this program, which is making me very optimistic and hoping that this is going to work out great for me. All right. So let's see what else we can say about this. I made some notes here, but I'm kind of all over the place, as I generally am, and I don't talk in sequential order. And even my notes. And by the way, when I'm noticing how many of my YouTubers are just reading from an AI script, because I've been generally using AI to help, make me some bullet points or a script. But the way it talks is just so obvious that they're reading it, right from a script. I'll give you a verbatim. Here we go. So I'm going to read this one paragraph, and then you tell me that it sounds like AI, right? So we'll say today's episode is about something that's either helping you make more money right now or you're ignoring it and falling behind. And that's AI, specifically using AI for cold outreach and sales prospecting. I'm going to keep this real simple and practical. No hype, no tech talk, just how you can actually use this to book more meetings and close more deals. So, it's weird because the folks at the White House are talking like this now, like, look, follow the science, or look, they say look a lot, look, or it'll be like this, real simple and practical, period, no hype, period, no tech talk, period, just how, and it'll say just how you can, I don't know. It's funny how AI talks, and I can recognize it and when people are talking off of an AI script. And if I sound like I'm talking, like I got earphones in, I don't usually use earphones either. So I can hear myself loud and clear. So I feel like I'm kind of late night radio talk show host right now. All right, let's go on. Call prep, 60 seconds. Okay. And then, so what I need to do is, they say 6 or 7 touches, right? So 3, and then you can do a LinkedIn that's 4, maybe a phone call, it's 5, maybe put them in a newsletter, which I don't do. We have MailChimp, but we don't use it no more. And that's that'd be 6. And then I don't know what 7 would be. Maybe one last follow-up with an email. I don't know. But it's pretty much it. Like, so far, so good. Like I said, I just want to give you an update on it and let you know how it's going. It's still going, and I have not got the sale yet. I did get an online sign up, and it was like, cool. And then I realized that it was just because they used to work for a company that was with Metro Trading, and then he got his own company and just did it. So, which is cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm excited for that, but it's not because of this program. So, but that's it for now. I just want to give you an update real quick. And it's been a minute since I talked to y'all. And until next week, be good or be good at it.